Всем хай. Мы играем в LA Noire. Газовщик. Ну это почти как гробовщик, только газовщик. Так. В общем, вся история о том, как кто-то что-то там подорвал. Возможно, чей-то пердак.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like porking that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs.
Ну, то, видимо, да.
Cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here.
Окей.
Both of you.
Я here.
Get out!
Да. Весело-то как. А мы сейчас опять тут будем плутать 3 недели. Ладно.
Oh, Susie, you are so bad.
Поехали.
You know the way. You can drive.
Вот к этим вот пацанам съездим.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? We'll look somewhere else.
Ой, блин, мудацкая такая манера общения. Мне не нравится, когда люди так разговаривают. Какое-то, блядь, неуважение такое.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in your face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. They come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. Lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry lady's his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Ладно, мы сейчас разберемся, подождите. Сейчас мы разберемся, сейчас мы кое-что найдем.
Mr. Steffens?
Блять, я не собираюсь с тобой разговаривать. Ну ладно.
I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time.
Да, действительно, приставы выиграли.
Tickets.
Sure.
Так. Интересно. Гулливер Тревел. Надо будет с ними поговорить.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Так. Ну что у нас с розыгрышем?
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Stephens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Ага.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. Lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
Да, уж выиграли-то вы выиграли. Душевно так выиграли. Я прям охреневаю с вашего выигрыша. Так. Ладно.
Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. My house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
Так, вот значит, на.
Need for the moment, Mr. Stephens.
All right.
Так, давайте-ка мы кое-кому звякнем. Так. Все ломают, блин.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
It's a disgrace.
I need information on
Leaving
the
your
Suburban
wife for a
Redevelopment
drug
Fund.
fiend?
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them.
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks, ma'am.
Окейшки. Ладно, тогда поедем. Съездим, посмотрим. Сначала мы съездим вот к этим челикам.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
Подожди. Для начала нам нужно... Мы же, блядь, не посмотрели из-за того, что он нас отвлек. Сука такая. Нельзя так делать. Вообще нельзя. Вот когда мне надо было, я бы обратился. Так. Эй, знакомые ребята, инстахит. Ну, с инстаграмом они ничего общего не имеют. Как вы уже поняли. Но кто-то тут, блядь, Мэтью Райан. Вот Мэтью Райан, он, да. Он, походу, какой-то распиздяй.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Так. Достали уже обсуждать, вот делать мне хрен. И главное, ой, блядь, проблема. Мент там кого-то это... А можно вопрос? Какого, блядь, хуя? Так.
You drive.
Вот да, давай поменяемся местами. Тут ты меня заебал, блядь.
You can drive.
Блять, чё за хуйня?
You know the way. You can drive.
Чё за проблема? Ты сесть не можешь или чё с тобой?
Have there been any other house fires?
This
Блять.
is arson. We get an average of 2 a night.
You're behind the wheel.
Вот было бы забавно, если бы он сейчас вообще нахуй уехал. Ну ладно. Поедем посмотрим. Тут у нас тоже что-то должно быть.
Hi, Albert. We've got this case.
Hey, Biggs. You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Hey, another one.
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Угу. Пошли посмотрим. Кое-что, я думаю, мы найдем.
Mal,
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death.
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good
Чё за дурь, блин?
one of the best I've ever met. I'll help
Я
you
вообще не понимаю вот этого.
I'd say
Какая вам нахуй разница? В чем как бы все говорили, то что, мол, да похуй, чё, еби кого хочешь, но, блядь, тут вдруг, ой, блядь, вот он с какой-то немкой потрахался, все, пиздец. В чем, блядь, ваша проблема, пацаны? Ага, инстахит.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives, this is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps, can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the company?
Да это, по-моему, не совпадение.
Up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. It's been a big help.
Phelps.
Так,
Across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
Hurry, you can still catch him!
жаль, мы не можем его пристрелить. Блин, это же лучший способ вообще. В ногу выстрелил, и все, и он лежит, отдыхает.
Stop! LAPD! Got an ID on this fireball. Stop right there!
Стоять! Сейчас бы еще под машину попали для полного счастья.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires.
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
Давай, давай.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Окей.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about it.
Блять, ебанутый маньячило.
Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Обязательно какой-нибудь долбанутый. То один труп поцелует, то вот этот вот.
It's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star.
А в чем проблема-то?
Give it up.
Чувак хочет раскрыть дело.
To this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Замечательно. Давай тут пересядем.
Can you drive to this one?
So where do you want to go?
Так, турагентство.
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
Че, тоже будешь сейчас про немку пиздеть? А я офигею с людей. Ладно. Сейчас с туристами пообщаемся. Блин, какая стрёмная хрень. Ну вот у меня ощущение, что я все-таки игру проходил, но почему-то ачивки, блядь, не заачивились. Может быть, я ее скачивал.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Угу.
Here they are. Steffens.
Так, а вот и Сойеры.
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue.
Ладно.
Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Окей.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Ну, понятно, какая-то очень мутная хрень.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. Just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah,
О,
I'm great. Poorer, but great.
ну окейшки. Нам-то что сейчас?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed? Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Ну да.
Great partners must think alike.
Так. Ага.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help.
Да уж.
You're investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Так, ну ладно. Давайте съездим в пожарное депо. Тут тоже прикольно.
You are listening to an American Century Broadcasting Station, KTI.
Окейушки.
We came as soon as we could.
I used to be indecisive.
Lynch.
Now I'm not
Biggs,
sure.
you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
Окей.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
А здесь некий Варли. Ладно. Это мы поняли.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if we can work out the chain of events.
Ага. Ага.
Good, your regulator's in position.
Да подожди, ты что ты делаешь? Теперь вот сюда вот.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Okay.
Takes.
Light your pilot. Turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
Ну давай.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks.
Ладно.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Ладно, посмотрим,
I don't need this.
что у нас там такое интересное.
This town is going straight.
And where exactly are we going?
Поехали на завод.
Show?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Окей. Ничего сильно интересного у нас тут нет, но тем не менее. Нам нужно с Ванькой поговорить. Тут есть начальник по имени Ванька. Вот с ним нам надо и поговорить. Давай, блин, вперед.
Coach says I have real talent.
I saw his picture in the paper. He worked that case. The lady that was cut up like the dahlia.
Привет.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look.
Thanks.
We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow.
No.
It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Окей, Иван Расич. Ладно.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Так.
The diaphragm's prone to failure.
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
Но не знаю.
I think you're lying, Rasik. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
Да, например, вот это вот.
What about Matthew Ryan?
You know about Ryan, huh? All right, he's been in some trouble, I know that. He's done his time.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasik?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Допустим.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
Three blondes walk into
There,
a bar.
around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy.
Так. Ладно, это мы поняли. Их просто дохренища.
Come on, you can tell me.
This is a long shot. We are not going to roust that whole list.
Так.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Ладно. Ща поговорим.
I'm gonna shock the hell out of you.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
What's the rush?
Phelps, 1247.
Окей.
Detective.
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective. Run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious
Какая она шустрая, ну что, компьютер появился, что ли, первый?
1942. 4-year
Я бы даже не запомнил.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Заебись.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
Hey, buddy.
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Зашибись работа. Типа нас не ебет вообще ордера какие-то. Так, Клеменс. Это тоже интересно. Петр Кропоткин. Эссе анархиста. Общество анархистов Лос-Анджелеса.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Так. Ага. Да невежество господствует в обществе, а беспорядок царит в умах. Новые законы нарождаются с каждым днем. Люди ждут всего от законодательства. И каждый новый закон является новым разочарованием. Они требуют от закона того, что должно исходить от них самих. Чего можно ждать от их воспитания, от состояния их нравов. Окей. В общем, тут ничего сильно интересного. Анархистские книжечки. Это Матвей Райан, а у него вот этих книжечек ядрить, колотить. То же самое.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Так. Это, конечно, прикольно. Но тут у нас еще и Реджинальд Варли есть. Опаньки. Москитов, значит, отгоняем, да?
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive.
Давайте-ка посмотрим.
Varley has a problem with bugs.
Ладно. Интересно.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Racing?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice.
Чего?
Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Ага. Давай. А мы делами займемся. Текс. А помните небольшую такую историю про челика, который там что-то поджигал, не поджигал? Короче, типа, вот там они должны были остаться, типа, там никого не должно было быть. Вот это вот все. Вот, блять, это подтягивает и доктора, вспомните. Тот жилье для ветеранов хотел строить. Ладно, поехали к Клеменсу. Остальные двое, кстати, от нас должны бегать, по идее. Оба с проблемами в рамках закона. Oops.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
Ну, как тебе сказать?
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
Серьезно?
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
Так.
Licensed and worked for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
No.
It's arsonist, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Лол. Интересно.
Matthew Ryan.
No. Don't know the name.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
Как тебе сказать-то?
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
Ладно.
Clemens, you're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Это и так понятно. Что он не тот маленечко.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
Но есть у нас один персонаж.
Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon.
Окей.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
Ладно. Придется нам немножко побегать. Это я уверен прям.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
А стрелять, к сожалению, в него нельзя. Блять, сука такая. Стоять. О. Ладно.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Farley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Да, конечно.
You're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your distance.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Нормальные менты. Застрелили бы, меньше проблем бы было. Никто бы ничего не поджигал.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
И выдавать бы никому не пришлось. Ладно. Мы еще посмотрим, что с этим делать.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just go to the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said, son of a bitch.
Вот засранец, а.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
Their damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking crew.
Move in. I'll take out the van.
Так. Ты смотри-ка, а. Додумался, блядь, построить и гонять.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
Так.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get in close. Get in close and steer him off the car. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Блять. Можно сказать, что нам повезло.
Don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in the room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels.
О, все. Ща поговорим. Ты молодец, блин, придумал. Ой, дурак.
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Вот-вот.
Arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
А это что-то, блядь, не отнекивается даже. Ладно. Сейчас пообщаемся.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be,
You drive.
I think
I
it's
need to
one
go
of
over
the
the
other
case notes.
guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
Давай поговорим. Текс. Чё мы там? Куда мы там?
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Лол. Так. Нам надо во вторую.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair in love and war.
Привет.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Так.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Да, конечно.
Lying to me, Varley. If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Ну, знаешь ли. Вот по этой причине.
The inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban said they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him though, because he still wouldn't sell.
Ладно.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
Да, конечно. Принципиальный ты наш.
Did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Ну, посмотрим. Тут у нас есть показания одного товарища.
Clemens says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. I'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real-time pressure on getting some of their big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
Окей. Ладно.
Reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 72.
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Ну, знаешь ли.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Текс. Кое-что мы тебе сейчас покажем. Вот спиралька есть.
Cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. I found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Whoa, hang on! Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
Да, конечно. Отдохни пока.
For now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Тут прикольно-то. Так, теперь давайте в первую поищем. Где она там первая? Я уверен, что она где-то есть. Где-то она должна быть. Другое дело, то, что ее надо найти. Так, это не то. Это вообще какие-то челики отдыхающие. Да блин, где она есть-то?
Hey, you think those Vice boys get any on the side?
Так.
About the Terrellson case in the paper? That's the detective.
Где интервьюшная-то, ёб твою мать, а? Вот как, блядь, через жопу все сделано. Я просто охреневаю. Вот она. Почему так сложно было в нее зайти?
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
Ох ты, блин. Какой ты говорливый. Парень, ты понимаешь, что тебе пиздец?
Change the world, Ryan.
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're
Да, конечно.
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ща.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Ну, знаешь ли. Вот у тебя есть вот такая штука.
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them.
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
Окей.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
Да, конечно.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Ща. У нас опять же есть показания. Только уже не этого, а вот этого.
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
Да, конечно.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Ну ладно.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
Окей.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Но...
Ryan.
And how exactly are you going to prove that?
Есть у нас досье на тебя.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
Окей. Ну, парень, пиздец тебе.
Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. You hear me? I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.
Да, конечно. Дурачок, блин. Взял просто семью, сжег, за нихуй делать.
Phelps, what you did to your wife and kids is un-American.
My wife threw me out.
Did I ask for your opinion? You're here to listen to mine. What I was going to say, before I was interrupted, was you did a good job on the Stephen Sawyer case. We don't often get results in arson, so well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp by my hand or a lollipop or something?
What you get is another case. A bad one, unfortunately.
Ну, окей. Такая вот у нас печальная история. Но мы, в принципе, хорошо так поработали. Мэтью Райан предстанет перед судом присяжных по обвинению в 4 убийствах. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь. Всем пока.